Welcome to this Dreaming Nidra. If you think about daydreaming or the dreaming up of a new life, of a new reality, one of the first things that comes to mind is becoming the witness of that old version of yourself, that old version with old belief systems and seeing things as working only one way. The self-doubts, the limiting abilities, they're mostly made in the mind. And so in this Nidra, our goal is to see ourselves from above, see ourselves as we have been living, and then go out into the place of light, the place of possibilities, the place of love, and gather the light and the love and gather the dream and then bring it back to that shadow body, that old version, and light it up, make it new. In this way, we are inviting our higher self to light up the current version of who we think we are. If you really feel into the word abundance, abundance is that flow of giving, receiving, that some of us have closed ourselves off from. That flow is open to those who recognize that when they connect with who they truly are and those things that already belong to them on a higher level of consciousness, if you can come to that place without needing to hold on to it, without craving for it, if you can simply live in that space, then abundance must follow. In this Nidra coming up right now, we're going to be using the Sankalpa or intention of I choose. I encourage you to know what you're choosing. I invite you now to take this journey with me by finding a quiet and undisturbed place to be for 30 to 40 minutes, where you can lay down on the floor or on the bed, wherever is comfortable, with a pillow beneath your head if you need, and a blanket if you tend to get cool. Laying down to get comfortable on whatever surface you chose. We're just going to make sure to remember to keep our arms and legs away from center, not touching, our eyes closed, staying still during this practice, and also making a deep intention to stay awake and aware during this time. We will start simply by becoming aware of those areas of our body that are touching the mat or the ground or surface that you're laying on. Starting perhaps from the back of the head, shoulders, the back of the arms, the back of the hands, the hips, the lower legs, the heels. Becoming aware of the breath coming through the nostrils on the inhale and making its journey down into the body, into the lungs, into the solar plexus area, the belly. As we exhale, letting the breath release. Just notice how automatic this breath is for a moment, observing it. Just observing yourself breathing. Notice whether the breath is shallow or deep, slow or fast. We're going to make a conscious effort right now to deepen and slow the breath. As we take a deep inhalation, open the mouth and release the breath through the open mouth. Noticing yourself sinking deeper onto the surface that you're laying on. Taking another deep breath. As deep as you can. And releasing through the mouth. From here, becoming aware of the sounds that surround you. The sounds that might be near, those that might be far. Take a moment to take in what there is. And bringing awareness again now to the navel, rising and falling with each breath. From here, we're going to use the I am breath for a moment. This is a quiet breath, so as we inhale, saying to ourselves the word I. As we exhale, releasing the am. I am. Noticing yourself relaxing with this inner sentence. At this time now, we're going to use the same breath, the inner breath, the inner sentence of I choose. Again, on the inhale, saying the word I. On the exhale, releasing the word choose. Notice your solar plexus filling with air on the I and releasing it on the word choose. We'll repeat the sentence 4 times. We are now going to come to a reversal of consciousness. We're going to pay attention to the thumb of our right hand, then second finger, third, fourth, and fifth finger, the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the wrist, the forearm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the armpit, the side of the right rib cage, the waist, the hip, the buttock, the upper leg, the knee, the back of the knee, the lower leg, the ankle, the heel, the sole of the foot, the top of the foot. Focusing now on the big toe, second, third, fourth, and fifth toe. Now bringing awareness to the whole of the right side of the body. And now the whole of the right side together with the left side of the brain. Coming back now to center, to the navel rising and falling. Bring awareness to the thumb of the left hand, second finger, third, fourth, and fifth finger, the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the wrist, the forearm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the armpit, the side of the left rib cage, the waist, the hip, the buttock, the upper leg, the knee, the back of the knee, the lower leg, the ankle, the heel, the sole of the foot, the top of the foot. Awareness now to the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Bringing awareness now to the whole of the left side of the body. Now focusing on the left side of the body together with the right side of the brain. Bringing awareness now to the navel rising and falling with each breath. Bringing that awareness all the way through the body to the back, to that vertebrae that sits right opposite the navel. From here, bringing awareness up the spine, past the shoulder blades right and left, past the shoulders, up the neck, to the back of the head, the top of the head, the forehead, bringing awareness now to the eyebrow center, the left eye and the right eye, coming down with awareness to the bridge of the nose, the nostrils right and left, taking in breath, the space between nose and upper lip, the places where upper and lower lip meet, bringing awareness now to the chin and the jaw, releasing the jaw. Bringing awareness down the throat, past the collarbones, right and left, past the chest, right and left, down the center, all the way down to the solar plexus area. And the navel, rising and falling. We're now going to count backwards from 27. Using the breath on the inhale, 27, on the exhale, 27. Counting quietly to yourself, concentrating deeply on the breath as we count back all the way to 1. 26 in, 26 out. Staying awake and aware. focusing on the breath. Staying awake. If you've reached 1, please start again at 27. Getting ready now to release the numbers wherever you are. Becoming aware of your body laying wherever it is laying, deeply relaxed. Observing the self, observing the self-breathing. In your mind's eye and ear, hearing some waves way in the background coming and going. Waves of an ocean. Coming and going. In your mind's eye, getting a sense now of that space that you're laying in, that dreamscape that you're laying in, on that ground. Perhaps imagining in your mind's eye the earth beneath you. Maybe it's white sand, or brown, fertile earth. Whatever it is, let it come from your inner self. Here in this space, getting a sense of the smells. Perhaps it has just rained, or there's salt in the air. Perhaps you can smell the heat. Let that smell just penetrate you for a moment. From here, recognizing that heaviness of the body. How heavy and comfortable it feels. Like you don't need to get up anytime soon. And you're letting your bones and your muscles connect with the ground. With each breath, sinking deeper into that strong connection you have with the ground. Sensing the pleasure of that heaviness in the body, the trust that comes with that. for a moment, just relaxing into that trust, knowing that the ground that you're laying on is perfect for you, that it is your ground, knowing that the sounds that you're hearing, the waves coming and going, is your breath coming and going. From here, from the sense, I want you in your mind's eye to pay special attention to your right hand. Look at it in your mind's eye and see that a lightness is developing. It's almost like the bones are feathers, and your hand in your mind's eye is floating up. And with it comes the right arm, the shoulders, the left arm, left hand, the neck, the head. Things are light. You know now that you could walk on the air if you wanted to. From here, from this space, sensing the trust that you have. The trust that you have in your body and in this space where you're at. This is your space. Knowing that you can do whatever you like in this space. From here, in this floating space, I want you in your mind's eye to start moving your feet, feeling the air underneath the soles of your feet. This air is creating coolness. And it's permeating the body, making everything feel very cold. You can sense goose pimples where the air is touching your skin. Looking up, you see this bright sun right in front of you, giving you its heat and its light. And now you can sense the heat penetrating your head, your scalp, making your face flush, coming all the way down your body, causing you to breathe a little faster, taking in more air through the mouth because it's so hot. From this space now, floating in this light and floating on this air, I want you to see this rock in front of you. It's like a nice, big, beautiful round rock. It fits into this landscape. And it is, on some level, your friend. You recognize this big rock as a friend here in this space. And so you sit on this rock, looking down. And as you look down, you realize that you're quite high up. There is a lot of clouds surrounding you, and beautiful colors of sky. The air is vivid, alive, glimmering with light. And you sense that there's some kind of shape down there, way down there, still laying there on the ground. You don't really recognize it as anything, as just a shape. It's kind of a darkened shape, something that you recognize as something stagnant, something that is just unmoving, something old, something that has a lot of things attached to it. But it's there alone. There's nothing threatening about it. I want you now to see the color of the shape. See if it's very dark, if it's just light. See if you can get a sense of the texture of the shape. Knowing now that this is your shell, knowing now that this is the shadow self that you have left there behind for a short time, I want you to feel completely free in this place to explore, to take in all the light and love, to take in everything, all the adventure, all the joy that is available to you here. So, without anything tying you down, I want you to start looking around this place, this magical landscape of yours. Paying special attention to the quality of the light. Is the light pre-dawn light? Is it sunrise? Is it the heat of the day, the end of the day, the sunset? Look at how the light is reflecting off the leaves. Look and see if there are shadows. Are they deep shadows or light shadows? Just familiarize yourself with this world for a moment, this space and time. It is your time and your space. Perhaps looking down, you see that you are still sitting on that big rock. Your right hand touching its surface. Without looking, just feel the texture, the porousness of that rock. Is it smooth? Is it more rough? Understanding now that you are free to dream, that you have left the old consciousness. Something inside you is now opening so that you are able to receive the light and the dream that you came for. Looking up into the sky, there's a beautiful shimmering going on, a culmination of light, almost like waves dancing on the air. I want you now to take a moment and envision this beautiful light that's shimmering around you. There is a joy, an expectant joy there, and an encouragement. These waves of light are really wishing to show you your higher self, your higher state of consciousness. If you like now, you can let them come closer to you. You can invite them to come into your body, nourishing every cell and showing you all the beauty that you are, all the strength and courage that you are. I would like to invite you now to let these waves of light empower you, encourage you in the knowing and the understanding that you are the master, you are the creator, you are the maker of your dream. Let this light and this knowing become a part of you. Let it sink into every part of your being. Notice now that this energy of your higher consciousness is changing your mind, is changing the cells in your brain, is refreshing you from the inside, coming into your heart space. They're supporting, encouraging, feeding you love, empowerment. Coming into your solar plexus, they are showing you the light, showing you the how. Coming into your hands now. This energy is blessing your hands so that you will do everything from your heart space, from your empowerment. And coming into your legs, you will now know how to move forward. From this space, feel yourself completely enveloped in this beautiful new energy that is really you at its source. Feel the love like a big hug surrounding you, encouraging you, wishing for you to move in the right way, wishing for you, encouraging you to do that which you dream. Taking a deep breath, knowing something has completed inside of you. It is time now to change your clothing. And by clothing, we're talking about that thing that you perceived as you, that is down there below. That shape that is carrying so much hurt and so much heaviness. From your empowered self now, knowing that your voice is a source of power, I want you to give permission to that shape that is really your clothing to release all that hurt and all that heaviness from your inner self, from your solar plexus and your throat. You can now send a beam of energy to that shape, telling it that you give permission for it to release all that old stuff that is weighing it down. As you send the energy, you are now able to see the colors rising from that shape, the clouds, the air of darkness that are moving up and out. Wait for a moment until the shape has neutralized. Knowing that these clothes are going to dress your higher state of consciousness, I want you now, from your heart chakra and your solar plexus chakra, to send another beam of energy, another stream of light to that shape down there, letting it know that it can awaken into the light. That now, you, being your own master, will color these clothes. That you will make them fit like they are meant to. Sending this beam of light and energy, I want you to observe now the state of these clothes, the state of that shape, ready to receive its new master. From this point, you're welcome to look up one more time. That shimmering air all around you, bringing you courage and love. Say thank you to it. And climb down from that rock by removing your right hand from its surface, and one step at a time, making your way down through over those steps of air to these new clothes. Before you put them on, become aware of your intention. Become aware of what you chose. Know that the space you're going back to is simply a field of action, a field of possibilities. The most important step was choosing. And now that you have your dream, you can act it out in this world of manifestations. You can live your dream. Getting ready now to put on these new clothes so that you can play in this field of action. Remembering the sentence, I choose. Climbing into your suit, sensing that this is another act of completion, and that you can come back to this place whenever you need renewal, whenever you need to leave your worries and your fears behind. Knowing that you now have the courage and the strength to move forward in this suit. Button it up and get ready for the ride. In order to get back to your world, to your field of action, you're going to have to climb back up on that same rock where you sat, with your new suit on, your new clothing on. And from this rock, as a sign of your newfound courage, you have to leap into the nothingness so that you can land again in your time. Remembering that you can walk on air, you take the steps of air all the way up to the top of that rock. This time, you're going to stand both feet on the stony surface. You're barefoot, and so the soles of your feet can feel the texture of the rock. I want you now to open up your arms, both arms wide, looking down from the rock. All the way down, you see that little place, that space by the ocean, on that earth that you've loved. I want you now to take your courage, all the courage you have. Feel the exhilaration of the air around you. And jump. Coming down onto that surface that you loved so much, softly and nice and well. You're feeling encouraged. You're feeling brave. Sitting on that earth for a moment that is welcoming you home. I want you now to lay back on that same earth, sensing the back of your head, touching the earth, your shoulder blades, your hips, your lower legs, your heels, your arms, and the backs of your hands, touching that earth. Remembering your intention of I choose, I want you now to say those same words as you have before. Taking a deep breath for I, and exhaling, releasing the choose. 4 times. Now, slowly becoming aware of the sensations that are present in your feet, of the sensations that are present in your hands. Start wiggling your toes and fingers, becoming aware of the energy that surrounds you on this place where you are laying. Becoming aware now of the sounds around you. From here, from this place, feeling renewed, refreshed, sensing that you have gone a step further toward dreaming, and that you carry all that love and all that light inside of you. I want you to now start stretching. However feels good to your body. Connecting with a sense of well-being. And when you are ready, come into a side sleeping position. Taking a deep breath. Letting it relax you. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes. And from here, if you like, you can come into a seated position. And ending this journey with a thank you. You're welcome to come into prayer pose or Anjali Mudra. Connecting with your sense of gratitude to yourself, to your higher being, and to the journey that you took. Just saying thank you. I thank you for joining me. Feel free to use this Nidra as much as is needed for you. I wish you a happy, beautiful June solstice. Be well.